Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Happy Healthy Whole. And today I want to talk about cursing people. Let me get comfortable in this chair, okay? Because this is the thing. The Bible says not to curse people. That's one thing that we're not supposed to do as other Christians or other believers out there in the world. What we have grown to believe as cursing people is using foul language. And that is something that was set up by the idea of religion and the idea of going to church and church people not using these particular words. All right, there's a difference between cussing somebody out and cursing somebody. Okay, now, was the word fuck you around in biblical times? No. Was the phrase you full of shit around during biblical times? No. Were people out throwing MFs around and assholes and this around? No. Those terminologies were not necessarily what the Bible meant when it says to not curse people. The church has spent it and make you believe that cursing someone out or cussing someone out, as they say in the South, is being a bad Christian or going against biblical standards, ideals, and beliefs. That is not true. You are not supposed to curse people. That is meaning that you are placing curses on someone, saying that you will never have blase, 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 blase. You will never achieve blase, 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 blase. A curse is something that is stated in a way that has a negative connotation on that person's entire being. It is cursing an area of that person's life, like saying you'll never be married, or you're not the marrying type, or your mother wasn't married, your grandmother wasn't married, you'll never be married. That is what they call a curse. Now, you will hear a lot of preachers talk about preaching against breaking generational curses. That is what they're talking about. When the generation before you has this particular issue, it could be financial, it could be with marriage, it could be anything, it could be with drugs, it could be anything, and they consider that a generational curse. Generational curses come from us doing and seeing and believing what is around us. We grow up in a single parent home. Our mother grew up in a single parent home. Therefore, we believe that we will be single parents as well, kind of thing. Or we live our lives geared towards single parenthood because that's what we've seen and that's what we've known. That's breaking a generational curse. When that person says, hey, this is not going to apply to me anymore. I'm going to be married. I'm going to have a traditional family. I'm going to have mom, dad, or two dads, or two moms, or whatever. However you describe family to you, that's totally up to you. If you say, I'm going to have a family, this is not going to apply to me, you have hence broken the generational curse, okay, so to speak. Those are the curses that they are talking about biblically. They are talking about cursing someone's life. They're talking about how different people in the Bible did certain things to be cursed because they stole birthrights. They did certain things them and their generations to follow would be cursed because of those people's behaviors. And that is what you are not supposed to do. using swear words and cussing somebody out is not going to land you in hell. Using swear words is not going to be the reason that you do not enter the doors of heaven. Do not let preachers lead you to believe that cussing or cursing you or using swear words, so to speak, at someone or in conversation is directly related to the idea of not cursing people, placing curses on people, placing curses on families. Placing a curse on someone or placing a curse on a family is something that is completely different from using swear words, okay? Swear words were not even around in biblical times because however they would curse people, they would, I smite thee or whatever. So how can they be speaking against something that didn't even exist? There was no bitch at the time. There was no MF out there. There was no, fuck you. Who are you talking to? Those statements weren't even relevant for that time frame. So the curse that they are speaking about biblically is about placing curses on people's lives, not using swear words. So I hear preachers say this all the time. I stopped cussing in the parking lot. Now I'm saved and this and that, whatever. Now, should we use better language when we are talking to people? Yeah, of course. If you are a Christian, it would be best to use better language. But if you swear or if you cuss, so to speak, that is not the cussing or the cursing that they are talking about in the Bible. Cussing and cursing are two different things, okay? So I'm here to set the record straight. And don't fall for the idea of, as long as I change my language, I'm a good Christian. As long as I do this, I'm a good Christian. As long as I do this, I'm a good Christian. Because that I have seen some of the most wicked people not swear or say anything. Some of the most pathological liars or deceitful people not use swear words in their everyday conversation. And they are doing things much worse to people than cussing at them. Okay? So don't get it confused. Biblically, we are not supposed to curse people's lives. And we're not supposed to be participating in witchcraft and voodoo and things of that nature and voodoo dolls and stuff. Those are cursing people. You are trying to place a curse on somebody. You are trying to change someone's self-will. You're trying to change someone else's will to yours. That is what we are not supposed to do. Every time, y'all know the score. Y'all know the score with this nose. I don't know why gravity decides to pull. I don't know. Anyway, I always take it as my sense to hurry up. All right. So basically, don't let preachers or anybody lead you to believe that using swear words is something that's going to keep you out of heaven. Now, if you decide that you want to use better language as a Christian, that's good, great, and wonderful. But being a Christian and using swear words is not necessarily a bad thing. Look at all of the Christians out there in the world that make a living cussing people or cussing all the time, cussing constantly. That's all I'm saying. Just, again, use your common sense out here in the world. Understand that cursing and cussing are two different things. You are not supposed to curse people. Okay?